Hi, I'm Wendell G. Welcome back to the WBL. Today is Monday, April 25th, 2044. And with my team, Moscow, off to such a stumbling start. We're 7 games behind, 6 games under 500 at 6-12 already. And bullpen is much to blame as anything after working on it this offseason. Doing a lot of moves to shore it up. So who knows what's going to happen, but I thought I would focus in on, let's see, where's the standings? Standings, here we go. Cairo has leapt out to what is to me an astonishing start over in the South League, and Key West is probably even more surprising. We've already we went through a tour to South already in the preseason. So I thought I wanted to jump over to the North League, and look at the team that is the most surprising right now, which is Dublin. And what is powering the Dublin engine? And so let's take a dive under the hood of Dublin. And let's see. This is all fresh to me, so looks like Dublin is second in the league in batting average, leads the league in stolen bases. Let's see, are they manufacturing runs? Not, well, they're sixth in runs scored. Better than us, but runs against, they're fifth. So, well, they're scoring timely runs then. Starters ERA is second in the league. Defensive efficiency first in the league. Okay. Now we get something we can go after here. So let's look at the pitching. I guess we'll just roll through the rotation. Profit leads the rotation. Wow, man, 14-5. Nice. Profit's having a strong start this year. Although he is 0-1 in 4 starts, he's got a 0.88 whip. He's been keeping his team in the games. He's got 3 no decisions, so keeping his team in the ball games. Who's next in the rotation? Weinstein? Okay. We'll roll with that. Weinstein is next. Downtown, Weinstein, Ralph. 1-1, 1.22 whip. Not overwhelming results here. Attributes, ratings, I should say. But getting the job done. Ivan Boxell, 2-0 with this guy is being used as a reliever. Did that? Wait a minute. The pitching. Oh wow. Okay, so it jumped from what? Okay. Is it going alphabetically? Then why did it skip Arteaga? I don't know. Sooner Arteaga is number 3 in the rotation right now. He's 1-1 with a 3.93 ERA and a 1.31 WHIP. Joe Fritz, the number 4 man, good arm, 28 years old, juggernaut, 3-0 with a 2.88 ERA and a 1.28 WHIP. Man, these guys are getting it done. Juan Tapia, 0-2, 4.12 ERA and a 1.53 WHIP. So there's the Dublin starting rotation. Let's look at the bullpen. We'll just summarize the bullpen here. Who's that? Manny Nunez pitching at 100 miles an hour. The closing guy. Oh, we got 3 guys set up for setup. Fady is set up as a left-handed loogie. 1 out guy, left 1 out guy. Got 2 middle relievers on normal usage. 3 setup guys. Interesting. Fascinating. 1 6th or later, 1 7th or later, 1 8th or later. So there's a progression. 6th, 7th, 8th. Fascinating. That is really fascinating. What's their fatigue levels at? That's I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm learning something. Boxell is fresh. Townsend. Where's Townsend at? Is he at the top? He's at the top of the list. He is a little bit tired. He's listed as closer. And Van Kugel fresh, and Topelius also fresh. He's down at the bottom of the list. Interesting. Topelius, with only a 55 stuff, 55 movement, 60 control, is set up as the closer, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. And he is exhausted. Otto is exhausted. Well, this is really fascinating. I'm going to school here. 6th, 7th, and 8th setup, guys. Okay. None of them are overwhelming in their performance, except Boxell. Look at this. Hasn't given up a single run in 11 innings. Woo! Striking out almost one guy per inning. Boxell off to a really hot start. He's 27. Good movement, good control. Ground ball tendency. Okay, very nice, man. Anything else? Topelius. He mediocre hold runner, mediocre stamina. Kujal. Fascinating. Okay, well, a typical 5-man rotation, strict rotation, on occasion highest rested. Okay. So, that's pitching. Let's go look at the graphical depth chart. So, behind the dish, we've got Jack Clark. Well, I hope this is right. Jack Cosmo. He's hitting 350 in 14 starts for OPS plus of 155. He's got 4 home runs, 350. That is outstanding. He's hitting both right and left. He is a lefty. He's 24. Is he a Dublin draft pick? He is a Dublin draft pick, first round pick from 2040. Nice. 1.8 million easy money there. Let's see. And looks like he's in his 3rd year at the minimum. So, well, he should have another year at the minimum. So, yeah, okay. Behind the dish, he is backed up by Nieto. Juan Nieto. Oh, what an outstanding looking backup. Look at this guy. Great defense. He's only hitting 240, only hitting 241. Okay. Right-hander, making the minimum. Juan Nieto. Nice, man. Nieto is also set up as the defensive replacement. He's also set up as the backup DH. DH is Vo Lim, and age 29, a $1 million salary, hitting 241 with an OPS plus of 109 because he's been knocking dingers and extra base hits. He's got 9 extra base hits, including 5 home runs and 16 ribby. Outstanding work for a DH right there. As soon as I finish recording, I'm going to go to school on this. In fact, I'm taking a screenshot right now. Print screen. I'm going to go to school on this depth chart. First base, Brendan Broadbeck is playing first. 21 years old. Good word. Look at this guy, man. He's hitting only 243, but all kinds of upside potential. Great speed, stealing, and base running ability. Can play the outfield. Good looking prospect. What was he? He was a high. Oh, he was a minor league. Signed a minor league contract. So they discovered him in 2038, and he's been in the system ever since. Okay. Good, man. Good stuff. And Vo Lim is backing up at first base. Utility 1, utility 2 defense. Second base, Tokimune Porky Ogawa came over from Vegas last summer. And Ogawa is noted for his outstanding defense. And probably some reps at third base would get his third base up to equal to his second base shortstop. But outstanding defense. However, his bat has been light this year. He's only hitting 207 and getting on base at a 254 rate. But he's capable of knocking the ball out of the park, and he's done it twice this year. Porky Ogawa, he's signed. Yeah, that's what. He signed to an $8 million contract. I remember looking at him and being a bit dissuaded. Kyle Adderall here is the um, backup. He was a waiver claim last week from Amsterdam Nation, and that's the Amsterdam Nation fan club. So Rigal is outstanding defensive infielder, good second and short, and will be a good third with reps. How old is he? He's 30. Okay, well maybe he's not going to be any better at third. But for Dublin, he's already hit 250 and a .294 on base rate. I remember looking at him on waivers and going and kind of wavering, if you excuse the pun. Saewon Chong is the shortstop. Skeeter, he's a good one, one of the best. He's hitting at a torrid 357 rate with a 438 on base percentage and a OPS plus of 127. This guy, he's manufacturing war out there in the hole and short. He's not going to hit a whole lot of home runs, but that dude is going to get. He's an on-base machine. He's an on-base factory. Age 25 and already pulling down 4.6 mil. Rigal and Porky are listed as the. No, he's not. Yeah, Porky's listed as the two backups behind Skeeter. Third base, Michel Oberslusen. Don't know how to say that. But he's hitting an excellent 352 rate, getting on base at 418 OBP. OPS plus of 159 with 4 home runs. Good night above. Good night of Nelly. Look at this, man. Another Dublin product right there. So that's your infield. That's your Dublin infield. Outfield, the legendary Finley Tapley, the Comet. Look at this guy. He don't do nothing but get on base. 301 average. He's kind of underneath his average so far this year. 20 years old, 320 OBP, and only hit one tater so far, but he's not really known for his home run ring. He's set up in left field where he has a great defensive rating. Fantastic speed merchant. If he starts playing up to his batting average and on base from previous years, Dublin's still got some gas left in the accelerator. Center field, Sanho Manta is 24. Another young guy. This club is young and cheap. This guy is playing. Looks like left field is his comfort zone, but he's learning center field as he goes. He's got great range and should pull up his center field rating quite a bit. He is hitting 243 with a 269 OBP and 4 home runs already this season, belying that power there. Are these Howard's ratings? They're Super Mario 9000. What does OSA have to say? Howard likes him better. And then finally, in right field is Tim Kermit. He is hitting 250, 283 on base, 2 home runs, a great defensive corner outfielder, and he's got that middle finger power, but not a pansy at the plate either. Got great speed. So you can see, I guess Radford's strategy this year is speed. Just steal. Just go and swipe as much as possible. And that's why he was questioning about the steal rate in the WBL, because he's turning his guys loose and he's just trying to swipe as much as possible. That's I was familiar with that from the old Madison days when Orlando would just send his players every game. He was just sending them just about every time they get on base. So it looks like the infield is the core of Dublin's competency here. Finley Tapley over in left, he's the superstar in the outfield, but Skeeter and Porky and Broadbeck, they got this infield down, and Overslusen. So this is a really well set up infield, and yeah, I'm going to town. The backup behind these guys, we've got a couple of utility guys we haven't talked about. Kyung Yeon So, old Dublin product, relatively old at 27, making 6.4 million. He's hitting 318 so far this year, and doesn't have quite the range of the right fielder, but he's hitting a ton. 318, man, getting on base at 333. I wonder if he's made some mistakes in the field. Yeah, he's playing right. Well, not terrible, but he's got a -1 zone rating in right and just about neutral in left, where he's splitting his time. He's not going to hurt you out there. 27. I wonder if he's going to be non-arbed this year. Delgado, Carlos Delgado. Why do I know this name? I feel like I know this name really well. He is another backup utility outfielder guy, and he can make his presence known at the plate, though right now he's hitting 231 at the plate. So there's your Dublin position lineup. I think I covered everybody, and it's a good team here. Surprisingly good. I haven't really gone in depth in Dublin before. It looks like their lineup is in great shape. The pitching is... Why are you bringing up batting stats for pitchers? Fix your game, Marcus Helmholtz, whatever the hell your name is. Let's see, old Fady. He's a loogie guy. Not too worried about his whip. Auto topology. Townsend, I believe, was their closer last year before Radford took the reins. Took the wheel. Let's see. Yeah, let's go look at a little prehistory on here. Career. Dublin. Yeah, 19 saves. He's been the save guy. He's been Jesus at Dublin. He's been the guy with the saves. And this year he's in an unexpected role. He's okay. He's okay with that. He's expecting bullpen, and he's in the bullpen. So good. Wow, he's already got 11 appearances. Well on his way to another solid year. Good. So there's Townsend. Fascinating. Really, man, I'm loving this. I'm loving this stuff right here. Anything else to say about Dublin? Let's look at their calendar right quick. March. How was their? What was their spring like? I don't really know. Does it list? It doesn't list their spring. I don't remember what the spring was like. I got a short memory, man. They're 7-3 at home, about average, about even on the road. They're winning their extra inning and one-run games. That's a sign of good bullpen management. And they're beating both left-handers and right-handers on the mound. However, they're 4-6 in their last 10 games, but 11-8 overall in April. Stolen bases, tops in the NL. Hits, tops. Batting average, number 2. Runs scored, number 6. So they're having some troubles getting those runners home, leaving a lot of runners stranded out there. Pitching and defense, second in the league in total ERA and in starters ERA. Bullpen is bottom tier, but it doesn't have to be great with the way their starters are pitching. Runs allowed, hits allowed, 5th in the league, 2nd division in the league. So they're giving up some runs, giving up 88 runs, and they've scored 93. But they're holding their opponents to a 254 average with a 285 batting average on balls in play. Tops in the league. Defensive efficiency, best in the league. And strikeouts are second most in the league as well. They are giving up quite a few home runs, though. So 8th in the league with 34 home runs, but it really hasn't hurt them too much, it looks like. Oh, I hate these screens. We were talking about OOTP's user interface and the reports, and I'll tell you what, man, some of this stuff needs to be fixed, man. Skeeter, man, I'd say Oversluisen is really overperforming at third, but where's he set up in the lineup? overview. Oversluisen's batting 7th against lefties, cleanup against righties. Fascinating. Who is Jack Clark? Did we talk about? Yeah, we did. Jack Clark, catcher. Nice. So it looks like there's the top 3 left and right are the same. They're on down. A lot of change. He bats a lot of lefties against righties. And fewer, of course, against lefties. I wonder if he goes, my old trick is to get a few weeks of data and then just start sorting by, we've talked about this, versus left, sort by OBP, start putting those guys up at the top, and then sort versus right, and put those guys against, versus lefties and then versus righties. But Radford has really done some work here. All right. Anything else I want to say or look at? Let's look at the minor leagues. Let's look at the ballpark, the brewery, a grass open ballpark, old school, 48,000 seating capacity. Batters will hit about 3.7% higher than the normal average. Left-hand batters will hit for a 19% better batting average. Right-handed batters will hit about 4.5% less. Let's see, triples 20% higher, home runs 13% higher. So this is a ballpark that rewards left-handers especially and power in general. Left-handers are going to hit about 20% higher average and 20% more home runs here. Fascinating. What does that mean about the right field? It's a little bit, the fences are a little bit shorter in right than they are in left. Very nice. So this ballpark favors the lefties, and he's got, let's go with batters, and roster dominated by, he's only got 4 true right-handers on the roster, and 2 of those are backups. Yeah. Most of his roster is left-handed dominated, and 2 switch hitters. Fascinating. One of whom is a backup. Very nice. Well, I enjoyed that tour. And before we leave Dublin, let's take a quick look at the minor leagues. Doesn't look, according to Super Mario 9000, not stocked with overwhelming talent in the minors, and we saw how much he had in the how many young guys he had on the big league squad. Andy Piper, here's a name I've looked at before. He was drafted in 2043. That's why I know the name. First round, 4th pick, $2.6 million bonus. That's a very reasonable bonus for a 1-4 pick. Piper, let's see, range, error, arm, turned him. He looks more like a third baseman than a shortstop. Yeah. Third base. And he's got some outfield. Okay. He's got some outfield ratings too. Range, error, and arm. This guy might be a better outfielder, Better corner outfielder. Just because of the error rating? I don't know, man. But a good bat. Good bat to have in the lineup. So Piper is 21. He'll be coming up in a couple of years. Currently hitting 271 in AA in Belfast after a year in Galway. Notice how he only hit 236 in Galway the year which was a continuation of his college year. But he was promoted to Belfast anyway, and he has more than held his own in Belfast. He's doing just fine in Belfast. Oh man, quick look at the clock, and if I'm going to yoga, I gotta go. So let me bring this to a close. Tapia, right fielder Jose Tapia is another, is their second highest prospect according to Howard. He came over in a trade with Helsingborg. There's a good looking prospect right here. Good corner outfielder. Doesn't have quite the range, but great arm. Maybe a right fielder, and that's how he's set. Yeah. He is hitting at 380. He's destroying Double-A competition right now at age 29. Or, excuse me, age 19. Destroying at 381 average. All right, minor leagues, rosters, minors. Anything really of note? He's maxed out on players 40, 35, and 35. Nothing wrong with that. Transaction log. Yeah. All right. Well, looks like Radford's very active in the minor leagues. I always like to see that. Always fun. I really enjoy managing the minors, probably as much or more than I do the majors. Can I see salaries? $79 million salary and a $61 million guaranteed next year and the year after. There's actually an uptick. Oh, arbitration estimates in the third year out. Who doesn't he have locked down? Townsend, who is wrecked. Porky, who seems to be... See, he's kind of old. He's 30. Porky might be falling a little bit. Fady was signed on a one-year deal. I don't know. Atown, Nugget, age 31. Don't know much about him. 31, long-time Dublin guy. Looks, I mean, Super Mario 9000 likes this guy. Ground ball 96, but his numbers have been sort of meh. Yeah. So it looks like the Dublin Distillers have the core of their team on long-term deals, or at least available long-term. Skeeter, nice. Skeeter is locked down. I remember that. All right, man. Good management. Good management. So that was your tour for Dublin, and hope you enjoyed it. I learned some thing or two. This has got my OCD going now, and I'm kind of wanting to do this. This is gonna, Radford, you're gonna keep me up to 2 o'clock this morning. It's good. I don't have to teach in the morning, but I'm gonna be tinkering with my rotation and thinking about this quite a lot because I like this. And also, I like the obvious attention to the depth chart, and I need to do that myself. A little bit of tweaking. Give me something to do instead of demoting and promoting guys and churning my AAA squad all to pieces. Why is Tapley only a 3.5 star prospect or player? I know he's killing everybody right now. Let's see where we got another minute here. Let's see where Dublin stands. Let's see if we've got any dubstep. The dubsteppers. Skeeter leads the league in stolen bases with 9. He's one of the most expensive players on the team. Okay. Living dangerous. And Joe Fritz tied for the league lead and wins. Man. This is an unlikely combination of win leaders so far this year, isn't it? Khalil, Afif, Jose Miranda, and Joe Fritz. South League. Cards expanded. Is Dublin's +1 on Pythag. Oh man, even Pythag thinks we suck. Word. Pythag thinks we're the worst in the North League. Good night. I have royally fucked this team over, haven't I? Down in the South League, Pythag says Gooksta is doing a little bit better than... Oh, Buffalo, way underperforming Pythag. Oh, man, Lloyd Pythag says your team should be leading this this division. Ouch. That's smart. And then Baton Rouge is dead on their Pythag. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, if I just keep the mic on, I'm just going to keep talking. So anyway, I enjoyed my tour day. Dublin. A good look at the distillers. I haven't really zoomed in on them, and it was good to do so. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.